Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. Imagine a heartbeat stuttering in the shadows of a cinema marquee, where the flicker of neon betrays not just a missed screening, but a lifetime of unspoken yearnings, crushed under the weight of what-ifs and who could have beens. In the swirling mist of substitute suspicions, where doubles dance in the dark and truths twist like celluloid reels, When I Liked You Then unfurls as a short drama dagger to the heart, poised for its September 2025 premiere on Hae-in and Yoku. Starring Wong Kei-moon's Zhai Yiying, this 60-episode gut punch peels back the layers of misplaced crushes, revealing a love story so achingly asymmetrical, it'll leave you replaying rainy afternoons in your own half-forgotten diaries. Wong Kei-moon, the 28-year-old short drama sensation who stormed from brooding tycoons in silly eras, Third Uncle Spoils Me Rotten, 2024, to Tender Rebels and Fortune Baby Arrives, 2025, slips into the skin of Lee-han, a golden boy architect, all sharp jawlines and quiet charisma, whose effortless charm masks a labyrinth of regrets. At 183 centimeters, he commands the frame like a storm cloud over summer fields, his gaze, a slow burn of vulnerability that hints at the substitute he's unwittingly become in someone else's epic. Fans rave about his evolution, from the abdominal black gentle pet wife demon who runs from weddings with hidden motives, to this everyman haunted by echoes of what he let slip away. Kei-moon's off-screen poise, male model roots lending him that magnetic, unhurried allure, infuses Lee-han with a realism that blurs real and unreal, turning every hesitant smile into a siren's call opposite him. Zhai Yiying, the 25-year-old break up from the blood of youth, 2022, and Follow Your Heart, 2023, embodies Xiaoqing, a spirited illustrator whose sketchbooks brim with stolen portraits of the boy who's eluded her since high school lockers and shared secrets. At 168 centimeters, with wide doe eyes that harbor tempests, Yiying channels a raw, unfiltered ache, her laughter a fragile shield over the crush that's festered into quiet devastation. Picture this: teenage Qing, heart-pounding like thunder, musters the courage for a moonlit movie invite, popcorn promises dangling like stars. He vanishes, no call, no trace, just a ghost in the empty seat beside her, leaving her to wonder if she was ever more than a placeholder in his orbit. Yiying's chops shine in the subtlety, the way her fingers tremble over a faded ticket stub, or how her bravado cracks during a chance reunion at a rain-slicked cafe, where coffee spills mirror unspoken tears. But here's the venomous hook, the substitute fog that shrouds it all. Years later, Qing's entangled in a whirlwind engagement to a man who wears Lee-han's face in fleeting shadows, only for fate to yank the veil. Her fiancé's a doppelganger ploy, a cruel echo orchestrated by buried family feuds that once tore the boys apart. Lee-han, now a shell of ambition, stumbles into her life as the architect's restoring her childhood home, their paths colliding in blueprints stained with what-ifs. The plot lacerates without mercy, midnight confessions under flickering projectors, where he admits his disappearance was no whim but a sacrificial exile to shield her from his fractured world, her retaliation, a faint indifference that masks the inferno of what if I'd been enough. Twists cascade like film negatives, a hidden letter from their youth, a rival sabotage mimicking that vanished night, and a finale waiting where paths unravel into revelations, forcing them to confront if love's truest form blooms from the ashes of almosts. What elevates this beyond binge bait? The unvarnished pulse of asymmetry, the way Qing's devotion devours her, while Han's flickers like a faulty bulb, their chemistry a taut wire of tension and tenderness. Kei-moon and Yiying's first pairing crackles with Novi's fire, his steady anchor to her whirlwind whimsy, off-screen teasers, candid laughs on set, her doodling his caricature, fueling Weibo frenzy with 300 million pre-air views. Adapted from a viral dub novella, it's a masterstroke in micro-emotion, 90-second episodes that stab deep, no fluff, just the brutal beauty of crushes that curdle into confessions. Critics hail it as 2025's quiet storm, a skewer to the heartstrings in a genre bloated with billionaires and babies. Yet, in the fog of facsimiles and faded reels, one truth reels eternal: sometimes, the greatest love hides not in grand gestures, but in the ghost of a seat left empty. So, as the credits threaten to roll on your own shadowed cinema, whose vanished silhouette would you chase through the substitute storm upon the reunion? She unexpectedly becomes his wife. However, the male protagonist, plagued by amnesia, mistakes her for a body double. He's completely unaware that the woman silently guarding him is none other than the one he longs for. As memories gradually return and the truth is revealed, will this secret love, lost due to misunderstanding, finally find a happy ending of true connection? The new drama after marriage, Titled The Dark Side of the Sun, star Shin Hae-in's Zhai Yiying. Shin Hae-in's Zhai Yiying present a modern love story, woven from the determination of a mutual love and the thrill of a secret love coming true. In the cracks of time, they missed each other, yet in the dark corners where the sun doesn't shine, love quietly blossoms. This encounter across time and space is undoubtedly highly anticipated. In After Marriage, Zhai Yiying plays a sweet young woman who travels through time and space, embarking on a journey to dote on her husband. However, upon waking, she unexpectedly finds herself 6 years in the future. At this point, Zhai Yiying's personality undergoes a dramatic change. She no longer cares about her husband and children, but instead becomes obsessed with the other characters in the drama. The male protagonist, played by Shin Hae-in, is disheartened by her years of secret love, and her children, drawn to her indifference, refuse to get close. Faced with these predicaments, Zhai Yiying resolves to uncover the truth and win back her husband and children's hearts. This suspenseful journey of doting on her husband will undoubtedly be eagerly anticipated by the audience. Late Colors on Spring Branches is about to air, and the plot is captivating. Adapted from the novel, the age difference is big, but the uncle is in good health. Zhai Yiying and Wang Chenpeng co-star in the emotional entanglement between a beautiful, strong, and talented 20-year-old woman and the 34-year-old wealthy man. After suffering the loss of her boyfriend by her best friend, the heroine, disheartened, embarks on a journey of revenge. She sets her sights on the wealthy man, her best friend's elder relative, intent on leveraging his power to consolidate her own position. However, things don't go as she expected. Despite his shrewdness and even a touch of yandere charm, the uncle remains unmoved by the heroine's advances. Over time, the heroine inadvertently develops genuine feelings for him. When the misunderstanding is finally resolved and the two rekindle their past relationship, this sweet and endearing scene, punctuated by a counterattack, undoubtedly adds to the plot's tension, making for a highly anticipated film. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.